50 years ago, a new kind of television exploded onto our screens. Granada Television's World in Action, a current affairs show that rocked governments and rattled the cages of the bad guys. For 3.5 decades, it was must-watch TV, often telling the extraordinary stories of ordinary folk.
I'd like to ask you, how would you prove that you are the parents of your children? What would you do to prove that I haven't done?
Kevin Donnellan is 11 years old and lives with his family in a suburb of Liverpool. His mother, Agnes Donnellan, took 5 sleeping tablets. They contained the drug thalidomide. Kevin Donnellan is 11 years old and lives with his family in a suburb of Liverpool. In the first few weeks of her pregnancy, his mother, Agnes Donnellan, took 5 sleeping tablets. The tablets were called Distaval. They contained the drug thalidomide.
There were sometimes simpler programmes. The story of Kevin Donnellan was shot in a day. It won 2 international awards, and it is the profile of a small boy, a thalidomide victim, and his mother.
Right, Kev, come on, here we go. We'll have to hurry a bit this morning because we're a wee bit late, okay?
We're always late for school.
I know we're always late, but that's your fault. You shouldn't go to bed late, should you?
I don't go to bed late.
You do, you know.
On first meeting, I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking down on this little boy. I thought, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the camera, wherever possible, at his level. And that's exactly what I did. So everything you see him in relationship, the camera is low, and wherever you go, I follow him at that level. And I think it helped enormously to get a trust with him. It certainly helped the programme.
I have a lot of fun in school, and I do everything, well, nearly everything what the other children do.
It would be said that World in Action's role, World in Action's objective, was to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable, or at least make a lot of people think again before they generalised and before they dismissed and before they ignored various kind of issues and plights and difficulties that people faced.
Some 10 years later, World in Action decided that they should revisit Kevin and see how he'd progressed and what he was about. And he was making the best with what he does, and in fact he was having some, I think he was actually enjoying life.
I don't really get depressed or nothing. We can have a laugh and a joke about my handicap, especially with the other kids when we're at school. And we used to have a lot of fun with each other. In and out, we'd say, oh, it's only harmless fun. Or, like, when I was a kid, the joke was I wanted to be a shorthand typist.
I think World in Action was trailblazing in the way they portrayed me as a disabled person. And there weren't many mainstream documentaries that featured disabled people, unless, they were filmed in institutions, or they were like really negative and had a really negative portrayal of disability as almost a tragedy. Give me a hug. Come on. Oh, good girl.
Look, Daddy.
Then he pushes me over. Oh, baby. Since the last documentary I was in, my life has changed massively. I've had full-time jobs. I've got my degree at university, and 2 years ago I became a dad. I've got a gorgeous daughter called Daisy, and I live with my partner Angela, and life's wonderful, and it's been brilliant. Clap hands, Daisy.